Hi everyone, hope you're all doing good. In this video, we are going to discuss about a high probability price action trading setup. So the trading strategy or the trading technique which I'm going to share in this particular video, it can be applied to any different market segments. Whether you are trading in commodities, whether you are trading in currencies, or whether you are trading in stocks, you can apply this particular trading strategy which we are going to discuss, and you can also use this particular trading strategy on all different time frames, starting from 15 minutes to all the way till 1 day chart. You can apply this particular strategy. So the strategy which we are going to discuss is called as the two-tap trading strategy. So first I will explain the theoretical concept, and then I will show you some practical examples on the live chart. So before we get into the topic, you can hit on the subscribe button, tap on the notification icon, so that whenever I release any insightful trading lessons just like these, you can directly access them on your feed. So the name of the trading strategy is called as the two-tap trading strategy. So here is a diagrammatic example of that. So you can see I have drawn a simple diagrammatic example based on this. This is a pure price action trading strategy, which means we don't have to use any indicators. So to implement this strategy successfully, all you need to do is you need to understand the market price action. You should be able to read the charts, and you should be able to identify this particular setup in real time. The first and fundamental step in trading this two-tap strategy is to identify the support and resistance. So you should be able to mark the support or resistance in a proper manner. So just like here, you will see that the prices will touch the support or the prices will touch the resistance. So once after the prices touch the support or resistance, you will see a reaction from the support or resistance. So in this case, we have a very good resistance level. So the prices have tested the resistance level, and right after testing the resistance level, we can see a kind of a sell-off. In a similar way, here we have a nice support level. So right after testing the support level, we can see a very good bounce in the stock prices. So the second most important point is, right after marking the support and resistance, you need to either see a rally or you need to either see a sell-off, a kind of a reaction from the support or resistance. And right after the rally or the reaction phase, the next phase is where you see a kind of a tap. So we call it as a tap. So tap in the sense it's a kind of a retest. So in this particular case, if you look at the first diagram, so after touching the resistance, we had a sharp sell-off, right? So the prices had a sharp fall. Right after the sharp fall, you had a kind of a reaction or a rally. And right after that rally, you had a kind of a tap, right? Which means the sellers are trying to stop the prices from advancing further. The sellers are trying to put a tap on the market prices. So right after the tap, we had seen a very sharp sell-off. Same thing over here as well. So right after touching the support level, we had a very good bounce in the stock prices. So right after a very good bounce, we had a very good rally or a reaction after that bounce, a kind of a retest. So when you saw this particular rally or reaction, quickly the buyers stepped in and they put a tap on the stock prices. They are putting a tap so that the prices won't fall even further. So this particular tap over here, it's an indication of buying pressure. So right after the tap, the stock prices continue to climb, right? It continued to make new highs. So in this particular two-tap trading strategy, we will try to get our entries exactly around the tap. So we will wait for the market to react. We will see how the prices are responding at the support and resistance. But right after the response at the support and resistance, when we see a tap over here, when we see the third stage, that is where we are going to take our entries. As I said before, this is a high probability trading strategy. So the only thing is you need to do the identification of the 3-step price action which I have mentioned here. So you need to identify this particular 3-step price action just like this. So once you can spot this particular pattern, or once you can spot this particular setup, you can really get very good trades in the market. So whatever trades you are going to take based on this 2-tap trading strategy, those trades will have a very high probability of working out. So the only requirement is you need to identify the 3-step price action which I have mentioned over here. So if this diagrammatic example is little overwhelming for you, no need to worry. We are going to look at some actual practical examples on the actual chart. So let me show you some practical examples of this 2-tap trading strategy. So here is the ITC 1-day chart. So in this particular chart, we can recognize a 2-tap trading strategy or a 2-tap trading setup right now. So let me show you how this have actually taken place. So exactly on this chart, first of all, we have a very good support level. You can clearly notice this. The support level is actually somewhere around 201. So it is taking place somewhere around 200 to 201. Right after touching this support zone, you can see the prices are reacting, right? You can see a very good buying pressure right after touching the support zone. So here, as you can see, we have a very nice reaction from the support zone. And right after the reaction, you can see a very good tap above the support zone. So these 2 taps which we can see on the price chart, they indicate a very good buying pressure which is actually there on the market. So you can clearly notice that the buyers are not letting the prices to go back to the support. They are creating a tap so that the prices can stay above the support. Technically means it's a very good indication of the buying pressure. So mostly we have to take our entries right after the tap. So you can see a tap over here right after the reaction from the support. So when you see this tap over here, exactly at the tap, we can try to take our long entry, or we can try to buy the stock. So once we have taken our entry exactly at the tap, maybe at the upcoming resistance level, we can try to keep our targets. Say for example, we can see a resistance level over here, and likewise we can also see a resistance level over here. So these levels can be an ideal option for us to keep the target. So as you can see the chart, once we have taken our entry at the tap, we had a very strong upswing, and this particular upswing has taken out both of our targets. So it has touched both the resistance levels which we have marked. So we would have had a very good profitable trade. So what we have seen here is a bullish tap trading strategy. So the strategy is very simple, as I pointed out. All you have to do is 3 important things. You need to draw the support level. You need to identify the reaction from the support, and you need to spot the tap that takes place right after the support. So once you find this particular tap, you can take your entry right after the tap, and if the trade works out, you will get a very good risk reward on this particular position. So even though I'm showing the example on 1-day chart, we can look for this type of trading setup in any time frame, starting from 15 minutes all the way till 1 day. Alright, so we have seen some bullish example. Let us look at an example of a bearish tap trading strategy. So right now I'm looking at gold futures 5-hour chart. So as you can notice, the gold prices are actually falling down. But if you look at the starting point of the sell-off, you can see a very good bearish tap trading strategy. So let me walk you through this particular price action over here. We have a nice resistance somewhere around 18,037 or 18,038. So as you can note, this is international gold futures. So right after testing the resistance, we had a very good reaction from the resistance over here. So we had a very sharp fall, which simply indicates there is some good selling pressure right at the resistance. This is the confirmation that the sellers do exist in the resistance. So right after the reaction from the resistance, we can see a very good tap just below the resistance. So this particular tab over here is simply indicating that the sellers are not letting the prices to go closer to the resistance. So the tab that you see here is simply an indication of selling pressure. So right after the tab which we have noticed over here, followed by the tab, we had a consistent further downfall. So if you're a trader, what you could have done is, once you have seen this particular tab, right after the tab, you would have taken a short position. You would have sold the particular asset. So when the prices goes down, you can make some decent returns from short selling. So once I have taken my short trade, I would have kept my targets maybe at the upcoming support level. So right over here, you can see a previous support level, isn't it? So when I have taken the short trade exactly at the tab, when the prices have fallen down exactly at the support level, I would have booked my targets. So this particular support level over here is a nice position for us to book our targets. So once again, we would have taken a short entry right after the tab and we would have kept our targets exactly at the support level. So this is a simple but efficient price action trading strategy. Whether you are a beginner who's just getting started in price action trading, or if you're an experienced trader, for both type of traders, this particular strategy can be very helpful to identify potential trading opportunities. So make sure to test out this particular trading strategy with a very small capital. You can see the result for yourself and you can see how successful it actually is. So I cover more high probability trading techniques and more advanced price action trading concepts in my premium mentorship training program. So if you are interested to learn more, that is on my website www.tradingcoach.co.in. So if you have any questions or any comments related to this particular trading strategy, kindly put it on the comment section below. Finally, if you like this video, kindly click on the like button. And thanks a lot for watching and happy trading.